I mean, you think it's just the simplest thing, but I mean, the bread is the first impression at your table. It's the first impression of what your meal is going to be like. So we want to be the best. So our bread consists of flour, water, salt, and a natural levain. Levain is a natural wild yeast. So I started that by adding flour and water together over a period of 12 days. Within that time, the yeast will feed on the sugars and create carbon dioxide, which will then create bubbles and air inside your dough. That's what makes it fluffy. Refreshing consists of adding flour and water to the mother. We call it the mother. That's your base, your starter, your flour and water. And every day, the exact same time of every day, I would refresh it, feeding it more flour, feeding it more water. And that's when everything just comes together and creates this nice, airy, a thin crust loaf. And that's what people want. They want thin crust, airy bread. Consistency is the biggest thing in bread. Doing it at the same time, same temperature. Bread is a science, and everything, all the planets have to align to get that perfect sour. To make good bread, you have to respect the methods, the time. You can't rush it, it takes time. It's on me, it's on my team. They're really good bakers, they've been here since day one. So they know how to feel the dough, what it looks like. Come to me and says, you know, this doesn't look right, chef. And let's do it over. And so that makes me happy, knowing that I have people that care.
Quality control. I mean, every morning we have to be on top of all the outlets, make sure that they're getting the right product, make sure the product looks good. Importance of consistency. So that's why we developed a method where even when we sheet a dough, we cut each piece. We have a mold that cuts each croissant into a certain weight. All the croissants have to be rolled evenly and symmetrical. Especially you want to get the symmetrical part right, but it's all about getting the sense of rolling the croissant always exactly on the point. But when you serve the customers, you want to make sure that it's perfect.
Our maximum that we can do a day is 28,000 pieces of bread. That's on Super Bowl Sunday, our busiest day of the year. But on an average day, we can do between 7,000 and 12,000 pieces a day. And that includes 200 different varieties. They're not ordered every single day, but they're available. We do around 120 different varieties a day. We're on the road right now to make 4 million pieces this year. Yes. We do have machinery, but most of it is made by hands. So 4 million pieces, that's just the bread shop. Then you got the Danish shop. That makes about 2 million pieces a year. So all combined, you're looking at 6 million pieces a year of product. All the bread is baked on property. So we have 4 rotational ovens and we have 2 deck ovens fully functional. We have a new oven that's a 5 deck. You can bake 200 rolls in there at a time. We control the ingredients that come in. We know what we're putting in our bread. Everything we put in our bread, you can pronounce it. Our bread do not contain any preservatives. We're using King Arthur flour, water, natural levain, or commercial yeast at time. We're using organic sugar. No, our bread is good for 1 day. We can push it to 2, but why? We don't need to. We make it fresh every single day. I mean, I would not eat a bread the day after. I would eat it a couple hours after it's done baking. And let's give our guests the best possible product. The ciabatta that we used to working here has given me time to create, research, development. That's what I love about the Wynn is we care about quality. And It is a lot of work, but I love what I do and I do what I love. And it doesn't feel like a job coming here. You know, I come here, I create, I do my job, of course, but it's much more than just a job. You can see people smile when they get a nice piece of bread that's crunchy or that's buttery. That's what I really enjoy. Well, I did not think I would get to this level, but it's a pleasure to be here, actually, to handle bread and, you know, the whole day. It's my passion.